This is the last part of question 3, and we are going to write the main program to control the traffic light. To solve this question, you need to read the question carefully so that you know exactly how it operates. Here is how it works. When no one presses the button or flash the card, the traffic light will operate normally. That is, only traffic green light and pedestrian red light are on. When any of these input is activated, the traffic light will change to operate according to the sequence described here. First, it will turn on the amber light for 5 seconds to give time for cars to stop. Then turn on the pedestrian green light for the pedestrian to cross the road. The duration for crossing the road is 10 seconds if it is activated by the button and 15 seconds if it is activated by the card. After that, the traffic light will operate normally again. Here is the function written previously for this question. We shall discuss each of them later when they are used in the main program. Okay, here is the main program skeleton. As you know, here is normally for us to initialize variables or devices. As required by the question, we need to call sysinit function at the beginning. So we call it here. Inside the while loop is often the main part of the program. Remember that how the traffic lights work depends on the button and the card reader. So the first thing we need to do is to check these inputs. We can use the function check input written in question 3.3 for this purpose. Recall that this function we set variable start to 1 if either the button is or the card reader is activated. Hence, we have to check the variable start. Here I check if none of the input is activated. That is, if start equal to 0. Then the traffic should run normally. So we call normal traffic function to do the job. However, if any of this input is activated, we will operate the traffic lights according to these steps. Now, this will be the else part. In step 1, we are required to turn on the amber light and off the traffic green light with the rest unchanged. To do that, we set P01 to 1, P00 to 0. As we need to turn on the amber light for 5 seconds, we need to delay that amount of time. However, we are not allowed to use delays ms. Instead, we need to use timer2 to do the job. So we call timer2 init to set up the timer to interrupt every 50 milliseconds. In the ISR, there will be a variable sec counter to keep track of the seconds. To have a delay of 5 seconds, we must first clear set counter to 0. Then wait for it to reach 5. So this segment of codes is equivalent to delaying of 5 seconds. Next, step 2 is to turn on the pedestrian green light to let the pedestrian cross the road. Recall that we have created this function in question 3.2. The function is called onPedCrossing. So we just call it here. Now we need to let the green light to be on for 10 seconds if the button is activated, 15 seconds if the card reader is activated. You can check the variable mode for this purpose. If it is 1, that means the button is activated, so the delay is 10 seconds. We use the same method as before for the delay. However, for 10 seconds, we need to compare it with 15 seconds because the delay was started from 5 seconds and it takes 10 seconds to go from 5 to 15. If mode is 2, it means the card reader is activated. So we need to delay 15 seconds. For the same reasons, we compare it with 20 seconds. That's it for question 3.6. To be a complete program, we need to declare all the global variables used up